Why am I always so stressed when I do this? Oh my gosh, Nicole, that was fast. Hi. I'm actually just testing out my mic. I hope everybody hears me. Well, Nicole, I hope you hear me. Let me see. I'm going to try to go into my chat. I still have to figure this out before my live on Friday. I have a French live on Friday and I need to test this out. I need to find my chat and go on my channel. There I am. I found it. There's my chat. All right. Hi, Busy. Hi, Karen. Hi, Howie. ... Oh my gosh. Okay. So I got a new mic and it's got a stand and everything. And so Marantz pod pack. And I'm testing this out because I'm not talking very loud since Ben is right upstairs. And so sounds so amazing. Awesome. Sweet. Oh, hey guys. Mapleberry Farm. They're in New Brunswick. I was just on there live not too long ago. I'm testing out my new mic and this is like my first official solo live, I think. I've always had somebody on with me. It's just so much easier. Awesome. Thanks, guys. Yeah. And I also bought something crazy. As you guys know, my wedding got canceled. So I got a little few bucks set aside and I bought myself a drone, which is absolutely crazy. I was hesitating for so long and it's been in my shopping cart for 2 months and I finally decided to hit that button. I was so stressed. I'm breaking out. I'm like pizza face right now. Howie, I'm so happy you're here. Hey, Colin. Hey, Chaucer. Cliff. Your name is Cliff. Hi, Grace. Oh my gosh, everybody's here. I know, Karen. I had invited Karen from the Busy Little House to my wedding. She's also in Quebec. And I'm so sad. I'm so sad that I can't meet you in person. I really want to hug you right now. Hi, Colin. You know what I just did today? I went and got my hands dirty in the garden. I got some scratches and I bled a little bit. It feels so good to get out in the garden. Oh my gosh. Yeah, Karen, we'll make up for it. We'll definitely have a few brews, that's for sure. All right, Cliff, I'll go check out your strawberry video. I'm still hesitating whether I should plant them in the ground right now. Hey, Karen, maybe you know. Should I plant them in the ground right now? I potted them up and they're in my greenhouse. And I just feel like they're just waking up really fast and I want them to wake up in the ground rather than in the pots. Yeah, I got 4 varieties. I thought I had 3, but I have 4 varieties, so. Yep, so I got a drone. And it's oh, hey Tyler. So Tyler got a video out and he's the one that encouraged me to do the last little click of buy, If you want to hop on, Tyler, you're more than welcome. I can send you an invite if you want. Let me see. Since I am just having a little fun. Oh, Tyler, where are you? It's pretty here. Yep, so on Tyler's Iowa video, it totally got me I was like, the images are just so awesome. I cannot just not buy it. Aw, Wood Squad's all here. That's awesome. I wasn't expecting people to see it since I'm on the StreamYard. I was just expecting to, like, hop on and have, like, 1 or 2 people see it or this is cool. I'm glad the mic is awesome. It cost me 70 bucks. Pod pack. Marantz Professional. I've seen it off the side on YouTube that you were live. Oh, okay, cool. Oh, that's awesome. I didn't think that, like, people would really see me since I'm, like, a mini channel or, just I don't know. I guess I'm maybe not confident enough in my stuff. Mapleberry Farm, they have the coolest jokes and the coolest lives. They're in New Brunswick, and, they're completely off grid. That's awesome. I wish I was off grid. Like, we're working really hard to just stay alive right now with the kids and the house falling apart, so we're just, like, in major renos. Hey, Tyler, I sent you the link if you wanna come up. Hey, millennial homesteaders. They're in BC. Passion for hunting and fishing. Man, Howie, your 24-hour live stream was crazy. That was off the chain. That was awesome. I can't believe you did that for Earth Day. I'm totally being there next year. I ran his live stream for 24 hours just to get him some watch time. All right, Tyler. From Hamilton, Ontario, passion for hunting and fishing. Awesome. I got 2 screens. I purchased well, I had another computer screen in my garage, so I decided to, like, hook them both up. So I got, like, a little setup going on. I haven't figured out how to up the gain of the microphone yet, but, hopefully it's okay because 'cause I'm not talking very loud. I don't wanna wake up my I'm so sad I can't say husband. Yep. That's a bummer. I had such a big plan. Oh my gosh, it was gonna be amazing, amazing, like, in my barn, and I was oh, I'm not even gonna talk about it. I'm sad. Ugh. Yeah, Colin, you need a laptop to render your videos? Yeah. I got myself a used gaming PC, and it's the bomb. Like, I can't do, like, mad graphics or whatever, so I'm just dealing with what I got, but it's working so far, and I use, like, a free software, it's called Shotcut, and it's been doing fine. I only film with the cellular phone. Awesome. I'm so happy that it sounds good. My last live, I was so sad, and that's why I edited the whole thing. Like, I went back, and I was like, "You can't hear me." As soon as Mark hopped on, he, like, completely buried me with his, like, studio setup voice, and, man, I was just, in the background, so I had to edit every segment and gain my sound so that people can hear me on the rerun. I'm missing some comments here. You guys are rolling fast, holy. It's like I forget that I'm live. It's so funny. I saw. Crazy. Alright. Yeah, there's a few people from BC in here. You got, Howie from Food Forest Permaculture, and there's, the Millennial Homesteaders. Oh, hi, Jack. The Mindful Homestead. Or Teddy Bear. Hi, Teddy Bear. I told him in a Facebook group that because there was some haters on a girl. She was mucking out some stalls, and I don't know. Sometimes she doesn't wear a bra, and I'm like, I don't even think I own a bra. And like, I seriously do videos in garden in bikinis because I mean, our season is so short. Like, I'm not gonna change who I am for YouTube. Like, seriously, I'm gonna wear what I wanna wear, and that's fine. And so Jack was like, "Hey, sometimes the last time I did that, the neighbors called the cops, and my wife was unhappy because I stretched out her bikini." And so that was pretty funny. Yeah, thanks, Jack. Yeah, new mic. Here, like, check it out. I didn't order it on Amazon. I ordered it from a local store. Uh, and a fellow YouTuber from Quebec told me to buy this one, and I'm glad I listened to him because it comes with an arm and all, and Marantz Professional. It's actually right here. Boop. Yep. So I got some gardening stuff done today. I got some hay layered on top of like last year. The snow fell down so fast. I didn't have time to mulch anything, so I just mulched it today. The whole like front yard of 50 by 50. I still have another 50 by 50 feet right next to that I'm planning on doing like a permaculture style circular garden with something in the center of it, because that's where I have like the best view from around the house. Movie starting. That's okay, Karen. Go watch your movie. It's all good. Love you. Aw, thanks, guys. You guys were watching my gardening videos. I it's that's so cool. Like, thank you guys for watching. That's awesome. Like, I still feel like I can do so much better, like, in my videos and my quality and stuff. It's just, I gotta start somewhere, and I'm trying to improve on every video that I make. Like, I went back to watch my old stuff. Like, I only started, like, a year ago, and I was looking back, and I was like, "Holy moly, like, how crappy was that?" And then I look at my today's stuff, and I'm like, "Okay, yep." Tyler. Yeah, be sure to go check out Jack in a Bikini. Yeah, it was like my season is so short. Like it gets really hot, like really, really hot in a couple weeks in the summertime. And that just it's just so hot that I cannot not be in a bikini. That's just how I am. I need to be in a bikini. I have to pretend that I'm in Florida for a week, because being on a homestead, you can't really get out. Hey, Fermet de Sérénité, they are an awesome Quebecois channel. They have a homestead here and they got goats and a whole bunch of stuff. Naked gardeners. Think of one thing you want to improve and work on that for the month. Yeah, that's a good idea. That's a really good idea. I actually have a background of my computer screen. Here, let me get it. Can I share that with you? Let's see. I could probably share that with you. The background of my screen here, I'm going to share it real quick. So when I edit videos, this is what I have on my second screen. So attention, interest, desire, action. It's like, I don't know, maybe like a little bit of motivation to try to improve, And then my drone, I'm gonna have to learn how to fly that for a while before like even getting it in the air, because I don't want to be more stressed out than I already am. Oh shoot, just lost my chat. Where'd it go? Man, I'm clicking everywhere. Look at me being all stressed out. Oh, there you are. Let me go back real quick. Yep. What are you growing right now, Quebec Homestead? Passion for hunting and fishing. I am growing a bunch of stuff. I got some onions started, some celery, whole bunch of herbs, um, peppers, tomatoes. Oh, man, I got too much stuff. I got like the greenhouse is full of like cold stuff. I got Oh man, I forgot to close my greenhouse door like last week and we got a minus 10 degrees Celsius and I thought my strawberries all died. But I think only a couple of them did because they're still growing. So, but I got so scared. Yeah, so my season is just really starting right now. What's the first thing you want to do with your new drone? Um, I have a couple bears out here that have been spotted, and I'd really love to try to get some footage of the bears and some wildlife, and also to show just like how alone we are on the top of this mountain. Like, get a shot from the house and the garden, and then just like go up and just like I don't think the drone get goes that far. Like, there's no houses. There's maybe like a cabin or something like that. I think actually, well, I'm not gonna go spy on my neighbors, but I know that there's on the top of the hill way back there, there's like a big off-grid cabin, like they're millionaires that live there, and they go there quite a bit because I think there's like an entryway from the other town, like way back there, because I see the propane truck go up. Like I'm the last house on top here, but I see him go up and down the hill like once or yeah, once every month about or every 2 months. So I want to go like just get that shot for you guys and just like show you like the view is just so incredible. I and like no camera can do it justice. Like I cannot pan wide enough even if I do a panoramic view, I just can't. It just doesn't work. Is there stuff you have trouble growing because of the short season? Yes. Yes, there is. Like, I mean, tomatoes. Tomatoes are a hard one for me because you have to start them really early. You have to have a greenhouse to get a season extension. And that is like what we've been working on for the past 3 years is to get a greenhouse set up here, but something always happens. And like now we have to get some major renovations on the house still, and just the money's just been going there. This is a money pit. It's a money pit. One day. What else do I have a hard time growing? Oh man, last year I had a hard time growing like everything that had to do with the brassicas. The brassica because there was so many caterpillars everywhere. So I have to get some good netting for that. But that doesn't have to do with my climate because they were really beautiful. It's just I got a couple bites of some green critters, which was really weird. But it blended in with the broccoli, so hey, protein, right? Oh, hit that like. Thank you, Karen. Let's see. I'm a little further away in here. I need to build some raised beds for our gardens. Yes, Colin. I can't wait to see that. Then I'm so happy you got your new place. That's awesome. A raised bed is my next set of things to do. You need to buy lumber for it all. Make sure it's untreated. Tyler, you'd need to bushcraft it, though. I don't know what that was. I'm behind. Yeah, Tyler. Well, you could do a bushcraft shelter wearing only bikini and have that frozen tent. I think you have a frozen tent or something, right? That'd be a cool video. Yeah, I found it. I'm almost at 1,000 subscribers. Yeah, that yeah, my channel's been really doing good actually. And like in the watch hours, if I hit 4,000 watch hours, I'll be able to maintain it at this rate because with my last 2 months of watch hours have been off the charts, so I should be able to maintain it. What is the easiest thing to grow? Oh man, sprouts. sprouts are like the easiest thing. You put them in a jar with a mesh on top. You get them in water. And let's see, you can have radish sprouts, you can have alfalfa. I have like a mix, like a sandwich mix, and that you can grow that year round. And it takes like 5 days and it's ready. You just empty the water and you rinse it. You like rinse it morning and night, and you empty it and you lay it upside down, and it sprouts and yummy, yummy. I spy on everyone, Tyler says. I'm late in the comments. Like, I think you guys are like chatting way faster. I might skip a few. I'm sorry. Yeah, Jack, you did a foot deep in your raised beds, and that's just like 1 foot and then it's the ground? Or is that like 1 foot and then it's like a box? I'm gonna have to learn how to fly my drone before I go spying on people. But there's not many chances of me getting it shot down because not many people have guns. So, oh yeah, Chaucer, I guess, huh? The trees and the roots would be pretty crazy with all the plants. Pine roots everywhere, Blake says. Yeah. Yeah, we had a whole bunch of trees like that were blocking our view, and the roots were just going in the garden, so we just chopped them down and made a fence with them. So we left them at like 8 feet off the ground. We chopped them there and we just made a fence. Yeah, my broccoli, Jack, came out awesome last year. It's except for the little green critters in there, but I mean, it didn't bother us. We rinsed it and we got some I like water, vinegar water, and they just like came out and it was fine. But yeah, I froze a whole bunch and I made a whole bunch of purees. It was big. It was a hybrid variety. This year I got another variety that's a little smaller. So, but that's the thing though, like with our short growing season, I tend to go with the hybrids as long as they're organic and not treated. There's nothing wrong with it. I mean, you got to deal with what you got, and we have a short growing season, so I am not going to like go exclusively heirloom varieties and all that stuff. And I'm of course I want production. The winter's long. Oh, Eskimo in Alaska. Oh my gosh, Eskimo in Alaska. I love her. You guys know that I lived in Alaska for a year. When I finished high school and I went to live there for a full year to meet my mom, and my brother's still out there. And I just like am so attached to Alaska. And then when I saw Eskimo in Alaska, I had to go click, and like I love her vibe. She's awesome. Houses are money pits. I want a smaller house and I have less to be concerned about, like Little House on the Prairie. Yeah. Definitely. I've been uh I've been referred to as Little House on the Prairie a couple times. Tyler says, "Yeah, I do probably be in reference to that tent, that frozen tent." Mallory, you're on it tonight. Love it. I'm on it. I'm on it. I'm on it. Oh man, I went up the chat and I messed up here. We laid wood chips down on the ground under the raised beds. Okay, gotcha. So you layered them. You did like the lasagna style. Hello from Kentucky. Getting started on homesteading. Hi. Have best luck with kale. It seems to be like cool nights and little kale. Yes, kale it loves the cold. Like I know some people grow it year long here actually. You get like some cold frames and they can grow it all year, which is awesome. Man, 15 people. You guys are awesome. Thank you for being here. Thank you for testing out my mic with me and helping me calm my nerves because I'm stressed out these days. Holy. Like, I feel like everything's coming at the same time, like, you gotta oh my gosh, and then the daycares are planning on opening the 11th of May, and I'm just like, "No, I'm not ready. I'm not ready." I'm not sure what I think about it yet. So, yeah, I'm stressed. I'm a stressed out person in nature like, naturally, I guess. I don't have anxiety, but I'm a stressed out person. I think too much. Sorry if I missed a few people in the chat. I'm just, like, going over and I'm trying to read them all, but I keep on messing up because my rolly thing goes way too fast. I need to set it. It's like you keep on going up and down. I remembered you are okay, that's not me. Everybody's saying hello to each other. I love that you guys are all talking to each other in the chat. That's awesome. Um, what are my thoughts on a hydroponic? Hydroponics. I mean, hydroponics are good. I mean, I think aquaponics are better because you get some fish out of it. But yeah, why not? If you have the setup and installations for hydroponics and aquaponics, do it. I just don't right now. But yeah, I think it's awesome. It's just like over here they can't. I don't know if it's the same in the US. They can't declare it organic because it wasn't grown in the soil. But I mean, I'm not all completely 100% organic here. I can just say that like I I don't use pesticides or herbicides or anything. I'm just natural, I guess. Like my face right now. Pizza face. I wore a mascara for the first time in like, oh man, I don't know, like months today. And Ben was like looking at me. He's like, "Oh my gosh, you're so beautiful today. What's up? Like, why do I like you? Something's different." He really didn't get it. Hi, Justin. Oh, I got your card and I got your T-shirt. Thank you very much. You very nicely wrote. Yes, thank you, Justin. My microphone. I'm going to show it again because I'm just happy. Pod pack. Marantz Professional. It cost me 70 bucks Canadian, which is really not that bad. I was looking at some microphones that were like 150 bucks and I was like, "Oh man, if I buy that, I can't buy a drone." So, I'm happy I found this one. Yeah, Justin, Tyler, and Mark. I have to like say this because I met them all through their 7-day winter challenge, their bushcraft. They went out for 7 days in the extreme cold. I mean, Tyler almost doesn't feel his feet no more, his toes, I mean. But I really love that series, and I met them all through that, and I've met all of the Wood Squad, which are a whole bunch of people here in the chat through them, and I just have to give a big shout out to you guys. You guys are awesome. Like, the community that I joined into, like, I stumbled into it, is just amazing. And I ordered a sticker. Tyler, by the way, I'm gonna put it in my greenhouse. Thank you, Cliff. Don't forget to like and share the video out and hit the notification bell. Oh, shoot. I did it again. I went too fast. I'm going to have to fix that before my live on Friday because this is going to be really bad. I'm doing a wild edible. I'm doing the same exact live that I did in English with Mark and Wilderstead, but I'm doing it in French with 2 other channels. And one of them is actually a really big channel. Well, I mean, like for me, it's big. He's got like 28,000 subscribers, a little bit like a Mapleberry Farm. They got, I think, 30 something subscribers, and his name is Nomadic Woodsman, and he's got a really cool bushcraft channel. He made a canoe out of tree bark, and he's got like a whole bunch of really cool, funky things. So, and he's a Quebecois, he's a Canadian, but he's living out in Alberta. So I have him, and I have another Quebecoise. I think she's a teacher, and she taught out in the woods for wild edibles and stuff. So I'm gonna have her on too, and we're just gonna talk about spring edibles because last time it was 2 hours long, and it was a little bit too long for me. I mean, if I want people to rewatch it and stuff, I think that a shorter live stream would maybe perform better. I mean, that's what I think because I have a hard time rewatching lives. And since there's going to be like a lot of information in there, I think we're just going to limit it down to 1 hour. Pine bud berries, Howie, really yummy. Are those the things that we were talking about? The sap that like it comes on the end of the branches. That's like really good and green, light green. I'm not too sure what that is. Pine bud berries. I'm gonna have to look that up. Oh, Grace Martin got the knife today. Oh my gosh, Grace, that was thanks to me because I would have totally took that knife. Like, there's Tyler. Yeah, when he picked me, I was like, I had already got that uh, shirt, so I didn't want to. I was just there to support. Hi, Tyler.
How's it going?
I think my speaker was off. How you doing?
I'm good. How are you?
I'm good. I'm good. Better now that you're here.
Right? It sucks doing live streams by yourself. I know that.
Yeah, it wasn't too bad. It's just like going through the chat. Sometimes it's like, I think it's more fun to have like more people up here so that you can like keep track of them, I guess.
Yeah.
Sometimes it goes fast.
It makes everything go by fast. Like, usually when I go live, I don't have a topic, so I just kind of read everyone's comment and then kind of like go into discussion about it until like, people just like quit commenting, and then you're just like looking at the scammer like, holy crap, now what? So, no, I hear you. I hear you.
Yeah, that's awesome. Thank you for coming up here.
It was like 30 at like 3 o'clock today. I got off. So I got off early today, so yeah, it's been a week already.
Wow. How's it going back to work with everything? Is it like is everybody like being careful? And
so for our company, like I have a company truck I have to drive for the company, and like we have like hand sanitizer like spray bottles in there that we clean out in the morning, and then at the end of our day we'll clean it all out. And they have like extra like porta potties with like hand sanitizer stations all around them. But I mean, we still are like close to each other. I mean, for my line of work, we have to. I mean, there's a lot of stuff still shut down, but as far as construction goes, we still have to, get out there. But our company did give us like all a $4 raise an hour, so that was pretty cool. So.
Oh my gosh, yeah, you don't say no to that.
No, not at all.
Yeah.
So it's been okay. I mean, we haven't had really any issues. Like I said, I haven't really ran into anyone who's actually got it. I know Grace Martin, her mother-in-law, actually has it, so we've been praying for her. But that was like the first, close person to me that I found out that had it. So.
Darn, that's a bummer. Sorry to hear that, Grace. I know I saw that in your live stream yesterday. I went like this in the emojis section.
Yeah.
I just recently found out how to do emojis in the chat. I'm so bad.
It takes time to get used to. So you went with the Maverick Mini, right?
Yes, I did. I called Best Buy today because you told me about the $100 discount if you have a YouTube channel.
Yeah.
And it took me 4 hours for them to call me back. It was like crazy. And yeah, in Canada they don't do that.
Oh, that sucks.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I'm still scared of flying it. The other day I did get out to like 4 miles, But I've seen people get these things out to like 19 miles out, and like to me that just scares me. You
Oh
know,
my gosh.
I just lost my other one. So, but I mean, those things are so easy to fly. As soon as you connect your phone to the controller, you can do an automatic takeoff by pressing your joysticks down, or there's just buttons that you hit for takeoff, and they have these gesture modes. So, like, you know those shots where the drone's like right in front of you, and then it takes off in a straight line? It'll
Yeah.
automatically do that for you. And then the 360 around you. Like, this drone is like, I mean, a kid can run it, you know. So it's super easy, but yet it's still really advanced, you know, for doing shots like that. So
Yeah.
you're gonna love it. It's awesome.
Awesome. Oh
Yeah,
man, I can't wait. I'm gonna like just do like little test rides around the house and
that's what I do.
go around the house and be careful for the electricity lines and stuff. But I mean,
So the app that you have to use, like DJI, I think it's Fly More or whatever, you can actually become an affiliate with them, and you can sell your drone footage. And I had someone reach out to me last night and said that they'll give me $150 for that drone shot footage of I.
what?
Yeah, I was like, yeah, sure, whatever, you can have it, you
That's
know.
awesome.
Yeah, and it's crazy. It's you know, I didn't even think there was like ways of like, you know, being able to make money just by using your drone. It's crazy.
Yeah. Oh, thank you guys, Mapleberry Farm. I don't know if it's Ashley or man, I forget his name. Or, but man, thank you for stopping by. It's awesome. I'm very, very honored to have you here.
Yeah, I want to thank everyone from the Wood Squad for popping over. I didn't even share it out. That's the crazy thing. So I'm glad everyone has came and is subscribed to your channel. We will get you to 1,000 by this weekend. I can make that happen.
Yeah, seriously, my French videos have been really like booming my subscriber count these days. I think I was a little afraid like after Christmas when I started because like a whole bunch of people in Quebec are more. I mean, I think that's why YouTube doesn't push them out as much. Not many Canadians have YouTube accounts to like subscribe and like and all that stuff. So, man, we just don't get pushed out.
Your French videos is what it's. There's two things like with my job, and I was doing the drone shots of like our job sites. Like the guys at work wanted to be on the YouTube video. They're just like, "Oh, I want to be on your YouTube channel." All right, sure. I'll shoot my drone, shoot you guys working. I'll sit back and relax. No big deal. But I also did it in Spanish too because you know you talked about how good your French videos are doing, and you know you can only reach out to your genre on YouTube. Like yours is homesteading,
Yeah.
mine's bushcrafting. So you kind of have to draw more attention and bring new people in. You have to try something a little bit different. You're doing that with your French, so I was like, you know what, it's working for. I'm gonna try, you know, doing Spanish because
Yeah.
in my line of work, construction, concrete, you know, especially, it's a lot of the, you know, Hispanics that do it for the most part. So that's, you know, I know Spanish. A lot of people don't know that, but I can speak pretty fluent Spanish. So I was like, you know,
Cool.
I'll do a video and I'll put everything in Spanish and see how it does. So
Awesome. I used to understand Spanish when I was a kid, but I lost it all. Like I have a hard time speaking
yeah.
English and French. I have this like capacity maximum overflow. Like when my French gets really good, my English goes down, and then whoop, okay, I'll work back on my English, and then my French goes down. I'm like in a constant battle of trying
Oh
to
yeah,
be
I mean,
good.
I was laid off for 5 months, and when I came back, everyone, you know, was speaking Spanish to me, and it took me a good most of the day to kind of get caught back up with everything that's going on because, you know, I mean, we hardly speak English with the crew that I work with, so like it was tough. If you don't stay on it, you definitely will lose it.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. And that's why YouTube it has been really good with me because I wasn't speaking English for a really long time. I remember when I was just hopping on the first time I hopped on with you on YouTube, like I was having a hard time finding my words. And see, now I'm doing a lot better. So
Yes, you left the live stream speaking French, if I'm not mistaken.
yeah, yeah, I did. Hey, if everybody in the chat could tell me how my voice is compared to Tyler's, like in the volume level, that would be awesome.
I got a really girly voice.
Huh?
I'm sure someone's gonna say he's got a really girly voice.
You?
Yeah,
Oh.
Blake might. Me and Blake are beefing right now. We like to mess with each other.
Yeah. Yeah, I know you've been seeing that.
What's the point of
Quebec
enjoying?
Homestead.
I was thinking about, and it sucks. YouTube comes in spurts. There'll be months that channels will be really good, and then there's channels that like just totally bomb. Like last month, I think I had like a total of I want to say close to 3,000 hours in 1 month of watch time. My views were like through the roof and stuff. This month, I'm like dogging it. It's like I'm struggling to get like 100 views per video, and I don't know what's going on. But tags and titles do a lot, and I think I slack on a lot. Especially when it comes to like thumbnails. But for my channel, it seems like if I'm not doing something crazy like a survival challenge or camping or something like that, it just I don't know, like the views aren't there. But people got to realize you can't be out doing stuff like that all the time.
Yeah.
So I try
Yeah.
to post stuff that it's still interesting, but I mean I understand too because it's like I went out camping, like, ooh, that's a big deal, like everyone come watch my video. No, I get it, it's not for everyone.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, of course I'm plugged in, so I watch it because I was like, "Oh, okay, he's going camping with Colin and I want to see." But I mean, yeah, I get it. Like not everybody's going to want to subscribe to that. Yeah.
Oh,
But
Dragon, what's going on, Dragon? Mallory, your voice is nice and sexy, and I feel like
oh,
be paying $9.95 a minute. But Tyler, I think that's money for listening. You know what, Dragon? You can get a reimbursement at any time.
that's funny. I haven't seen about any posts about the volume though.
It
Not
sounds
as much of as
good.
of an echo, Mallory. Sorry, Tyler. Oh, okay. Yeah. Well, I mean, I think Tyler's probably using his mic from his laptop or something. So
Huh?
that's normal. I think there's more echo on your end, but that's normal because I have like a mic. So that's what the Nicole's saying.
Oh yeah.
I just wanted to know if like the sound was much louder on my end if I'm burying him because I don't want to bury like my guests.
I hope not. Not even
Tyler
tell.
just sounds like a gravel mixer. Come on.
Wow. Where's the exit out of this live stream? I'm done. I'm out. Cliff wants to start with me. Cliff, you want to be put on that list too?
Hi, Dragon. $9.95 a minute, huh?
Yeah, you can make some serious money there.
That's
I'll have to change my voice up a little bit and sweet talk Dragon.
that's funny. Yeah, I guess I'm purposely talking smooth and soft because I don't want to wake up my fiance. So I guess it could come across like sexy, like.
Well, it's kind of like those like I don't know. People are like really into like those ASMR videos. Like I don't know. I stumbled across one the other night where like this chick had like the mic like really close to her, and she's like going,
Oh no.
"What is going on here?" And the bad part is I stayed in there for like a good 20 minutes just trying to figure out what was going on, and then I left. I'm just like, all right, I'm out. I'm done.
Oh no. Oh my gosh, thinking of talking about really weird live streams. I think it was on Mark's live stream one night, and I hopped off, and then YouTube just like redirects you to another live stream right afterwards, and it hopped me onto a troll, like a mega troll live stream with this guy that was hosting, and there was 13,000 people in the chat, and all he was saying was, "Man, what was uh, man, what's that big YouTuber's name? Like I'm thinking it's like Ellie Beast or no, not Ellie Beast. Is it Ellie Beast?
Oh,
Mr. Beast. Mr. Beast. Yeah, the guy was up there and he was just looking at the camera saying, Mr. Beast, Mr. Beast. And then he'd start chatting in the chat, Mr. Beast, Mr. Beast, like for hours and hours and hours on, and he was live for like 9 hours with 13,000 people watching him say Mr. Beast until Mr. Beast shows up. But I like, who does that? Like, that's like troll nation right there. That's crazy. That's messed up.
And you know what the bad part is? That's what's wrong with my country. People like that get millions of views, thousands of views, but people who actually go out there and put their hard work in, spend their money on decent camera equipment, it's that's I quit caring after so long. It's like I quit caring because it's like there's people out there that'll get these views and they do stupid stuff like that. I don't get it.
Yeah. Thank you, SD Mountain Man, for that input for the sound. And thank you guys for answering that. I'm like far back in the comments. I'm sorry, guys.
Yeah, for sure, Nicole.
Don't call me out like that, Nicole says.
Okay, so when I get on, I log into YouTube or whatever. I don't log in, but when I go to YouTube, like the number one troll who hates me the most, like he did like a 30-minute video all about me, and he keeps like getting his channel recognized to me for some reason. Like every time I get on, like it'll be a video of his channel and like, oh, you should watch this. I'm like, are you kidding me, YouTube?
Really?
So I have the guy blocked, but yet he tags me in the video that he did a 30-minute rant about me. It's crazy. So I mean, I actually feel like he was like trying to like really make me like, want to quit YouTube or whatever it may be. But I mean, I'm honored because this guy like goes after like all these big YouTubers, and he's like did like a 10-minute video on him or a 15. This guy did a 30-minute video all about how much he hates me. So like I'm just like so honored and blessed because of it.
That's crazy. Man, trolls, huh? They do the funniest things.
Because I mod for other channels, bigger channels.
Yeah.
That happens. But this guy I actually knew. I actually supported his channel, but he would attack people and he would criticize them because of who they watch or who they support on YouTube and stuff.
Yeah.
So he didn't like who I support, whatever it may be, and he hates my guts. Like he wants me dead because of it. Which all of his videos, he's got like 10,000 subscribers. He gets roughly about 100, 127 views per video. But the video he did about me got him like 500 views. So I mean, I'm blessed. Like it's helping him out. It's helping me out. Like
yeah, because they're gonna go check you out for sure.
Yeah, everything that he said about me, people come over and they see my channel, they see my community, and you're just like, yeah, okay, like whatever it may be. It's crazy because there's so much stuff that I deal with on YouTube because of like moderating or because like I've helped out so many channels in the past. Channel, Canoe Hound Adventures. I helped this guy out. He had like 400 subscribers. I did like an 8-hour live stream where I would give away a GoPro for everyone who subscribed, and I would randomly pick one to give away a GoPro. I got into 1,000 subscribers in one night. Okay, and ever since then, he became this high horse. He thinks he's some big shot now.
Yeah.
Everything I do on my channel, he goes and does. There'll be a video, I go and make a bushcraft camp, he'd go do it. And then I would have like Joe Robinette come on, all these special guests, Dave, the Really Big Monkey. Guess who's doing that now?
Yeah.
So no matter what I do, it's just crazy. So,
Aww.
But you know what? I'm a trendsetter, so I'm happy.
Yeah, I mean, they'll do what they do. And seriously, somebody already told you that in the chat. Imitation is the highest form of flattery, so you got to take it that way. You do. It's like, screw them.
It pissed me off for like 2 days. Just for the simple fact that I helped this guy out, and then he went to someone who I looked up to so much, like Joe, and was like, "Oh, stay clear of Tyler. He's a bad guy. He's a psychopath. All this other stuff." And then Joe calls me and was like, "Yeah, this dude's like talking mad crap about you," and I'm just like, "Really?" After I'd done everything for him. So
yeah, Joe must have like regretted hopping on his channel after that.
Well, Joe's trying everything he can do right now to keep his channel up and going because Joe's view. I mean, Joe has like 1.4 million,
Yeah.
getting like 20, 30,000 on his videos. So me and Joe, like we've done like 5 different private live streams where I'm helping him set up because he's going to eventually start doing what we're doing. You know, have guests come on. He's actually going to be taking over the Tyler Wood Bushcraft podcast because it's going to help him. You know, his name is well known. Mine, you know, I'm no one on YouTube, right? So
Yeah.
it's going to work a lot better for him because everyone knows who he is. You know, he is like the king of bushcraft. I said, you know what? He asked for permission to do it. I said, go for it, man. You know, he's like, you know, I'll have you on and I'll definitely give you credit where credit's due. He's like, but, you know, I have to jump on other channels. I have to get my name out there, you know, and it's a way for me to kind of give back to the community of people who supported me. And I was like, you know what? Do your thing, man. I'm not mad, you know.
Yeah.
You know, at least I wasn't out there begging for a shout out because Joe said he would share my stuff out. Zach Fowler said he'd share mine out. Dave said he'd share it out. And I told him, don't do it. And there's a reason why. Because, you know, I've only done YouTube for a little over a year and I've built my channel up to like 2,700 subscribers now. And I did that all by myself. I had no one that helped me out. So, you know, if I have someone share me out and then, you know, I have trolls, believe me, I have trolls. I don't want them to be like, well, he only got, you know, to where he is because, you know, this person or that person helped him out, you know?
Yeah.
So,
Yeah,
yeah.
I gotcha. I got you. Like I've got a few shout outs so far, but like, from you guys and from
And right. And like I said,
like,
I don't mind doing that. And I
yeah,
don't judge people or have anything against people who do get that. But, you know, as far as my thing, like I'm a bushcraft channel. Joe's a bushcraft channel. Joe has, you know, 1.4 million. And, you know, he worked hard to get where he's at.
yeah,
You know, and I, it's hard to tell. If he did share me out or whatever, that's on him. If he feels the need that he wants to, then by all means. You know, it's like you didn't ask me to share your stuff out. Mark didn't ask. You didn't
yeah,
ask Mark, but we did it because you know we like you. We want your stuff to succeed and stuff. So it wasn't like we were just throwing you a bone and saying okay, defend for yourself. You know,
yeah.
crazy.
Thanks guys, by the way. That's awesome.
No, it's I've done it for so many people and I enjoy doing it. I get more out of helping people than I do kind of just doing my own stuff, you know. So
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, I get it. Like it's like I see Eskimo in Alaska, like that totally hit home and I was like, oh my gosh, like she's only got like 100 and something subscribers and I'm like, you need some more. Like hit up like social media, go on Facebook, go on Instagram, I'll shout you out. Like yeah. I really love like her vibe.
I need a GoPro. I need to expand my GoPro here. I was just catching up on the comments.
Yeah. It's really cool how we like connect with people via YouTube. Like I had no idea like it was that big. Like
You know,
just
the bad part is I didn't know. I didn't. So the community I have, that all came from me. I built this. I didn't know that there was other channels that had their own. I didn't know what a community was when I
yeah.
started YouTube. All I knew was I had to make videos and that was it. I didn't have to talk to no one. I didn't
Mm.
have to do these live streams. Like this is, it's crazy how much I'm willing to give in for YouTube and stuff. Because when I originally said, okay, I'm gonna start making videos. I want to be successful on YouTube.
Mhm.
I thought it just meant, making videos. I didn't know nothing about tags, titles, thumbnails,
Yeah.
communities, live chats, none of that stuff. And it wasn't until just I don't know, probably like the last 5 months, I didn't know that there was other communities out there, and people that were helping people out. It's just like it amazes me, and I wanted. That's kind of why I jumped on the bandwagon so much of trying to help people out because
Yeah.
awesome. Like I literally go to YouTube and I'll type in live and I'll try to find a channel that has like 3 subscribers that are live that have one person watching. Usually it's their mom or their dad, whatever. I'll be like, hey, everyone, let's go pop in there. Let's make their day. Let's make them feel like a real YouTuber and stuff.
Yeah.
And I think that's what it's about. People, that I like doing it.
That's awesome. My sister just started a YouTube channel like this week and I was so excited. She's like giving Ricky energy l- l- by distance. Like, she gave me one and I had to receive it, and I had, like, a third eye hurting for, like, 2 days. I didn't sleep all night, and I bought a drone. So, I don't know, like, if it's all connected, but, like, man, it was crazy. Her channel is Mimi Out the Bottle. She's like a little genie. She's so funny.
Huh,
She sorta looks like me, but she's, like, a blonde with big boobs.
nice.
Mimi, she's so funny. I love her to pieces.
SD Mountman says, I wish my dad and sister watch. You know what? My mom, she still does not to this day like support me doing YouTube. Like there'd be days that she does, and she'd be like, hey, I bought you a tripod, so you can make videos. And there's other days she's like, you need to quit worrying so much about YouTube and focus on your job and stuff. It's like every day is different.
Yeah, my parents are really, really supportive. My dad's, like, my biggest fan.
My mom is like supportive of everything I do, but like YouTube, like if it takes time away from me, like the family and like work and stuff, then she has an issue with it, which I understand a little bit.
Yeah.
But no, everyone was just like when you first start your channel, like everyone can get like 100 subscribers off the bat because you can tell your friends and your family. It's like, okay, for one, I don't have friends. For two, my family is just like I have my mom and that's about it. So it's like, no.
Yeah. So you don't have, like, a really big extended family, you just have, like, your little family?
We do, but it's like crazy. So like when I was like, I don't know, 5 months old or something like that, my dad had passed away, and it was crazy because he worked on telephone poles, and someone had hit the telephone pole. A lady who was drunk. He fell
Oh,
off the pole and it severed his leg. He was still alive, but the antifreeze from the car had gotten to his leg and he had to amputate it. And he got a lot of money for it. Back in '92, he got over $1 million.
holy.
In today's money, that's a lot. So he had friends, and he got really bad into drugs. And his friends wanted him to spend money on him instead of my mom because they were dating at the time. And so there was a lot of drama and stuff, and he ended up committing suicide because of it.
Oh,
My aunt, like, I have pictures one of these days I'll show. I'm like a spitting image of my dad. Like, I look identical. Like, we look like we're twins. And um, my aunt knows, like, my aunt always told me, like, you look just like your dad. But my aunt got the money because my dad never signed the birth certificate. And so my aunt took the money and, like, bought, like, 5 new houses, like,
oh, no.
had, like, all brand new cars and stuff. And, you know,
Broke the family.
didn't want nothing to do with like me and my mom. Like my aunt was like, "Oh, you don't even look like your dad," and he probably wasn't even your dad. Your mom's a liar and stuff like this. So yeah,
Man,
yeah,
sorry to hear that.
that's what money does. That's why I'm never worried about money. Money comes and goes.
Yeah. Yeah, that's crazy. Yeah, so that she completely broke the family that way, you know? Money breaks families.
As soon as she got that money, it was adios. Like my cousin still to this day gets like a new car every year. Like they get it in like lump sums of like 20,000 like every couple months and 20,000 again and stuff. And it's like I even messaged him like one time like a year ago when I had started my job and like my transmission went on my vehicle and I was like, hey, you think I can borrow money or something? And they're just like, no, like we want nothing to do with you. Why my cousin's driving like at the time a 2017 Audi, it's crazy.
Wow. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, my first car was a Rex machine, $900 car.
Right. Well, and see, here's the thing too about that. Like, it's a crappy situation,
Hi,
but
Jason.
I have been working since the day I was 14. That's when I first started my job. Had I inherited that money, I would not be the man that I am today. I
Mhm.
wouldn't have the worth ethics that I have today. I probably would have been wrapped up in drugs and all that stuff too. So, I wouldn't have my daughter. And I'm so blessed that everything happened the way it did. I mean, there was a reason why God had it happen. So
Yeah. No, definitely. I relate with that. I was on my own when I was 14. I was living in my apartment, finishing high school, and working a 30-hour job, finishing and going out in bars and being bad. And I went through down that route and then went to Alaska right after high school, came back, went back to school, and got my life back together. And just been hustling ever since.
That's what we gotta do, right?
Yeah, yeah. Every day we're hustling.
Yeah. That's exactly what I was thinking too.
Yep. Yeah, well, cheers to that. I don't have anything to drink, but cheers to that, Tyler.
No wine, no nothing.
No, I actually have an empty Orange Crush.
Orange
But
crush.
yeah, I'm taking it easy because today was my first day out in the garden and I went pretty hard. So I'm pretty sure I'm going to take one sip and I'm going to be dead. So like Ben got another load of hay when I went to get the kids to bed. And I was like, okay, well, I'm going to go empty that tonight. I have to get it done. He's like, oh, she's back. Like Mallory, the gardener chick, she's back. Like, I'm crazy. I go crazy when it's gardening season. I just work, 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 work. I don't stop.
I've seen LAJ saying that too. Yeah, you know, my mom got remarried, but you know, we were never ew, we were never close. So I literally was raised without a dad. You know, everything I learned now is like, you know, I I always picked like the job, like the manly job, because you know I never had a father figure in my life, and I felt like, you know, I have to be the man. So I started working on cars, and then I switched to diesel trucks and, you know, semi trucks, and now I do construction. I go out in the woods all the time, play with axes and stuff like that. I think a lot of that has to do because of, you know, being raised without a dad. Never having anyone to teach me how to fish, hunt, you know, change a tire on a car. It's
Yeah.
tough, but you know, that's part of life,
Yeah.
and it makes us better. So
That
for
reminds me of a kid I had in the gardens last year because I had 10 teenagers in the garden last year and like from 12 to 13 years old. And this kid was 12 and like really big and massive kid, like really strong. And he had never changed a tire before. And I taught him how to do that. I taught him how to pound fence posts and a whole bunch of stuff. And like after the 7 weeks, he was like super confident and he realized like, oh my gosh, like he was getting bullied and stuff. And I was like, you know what? They shouldn't bully you because later on they should, you know,
it should be.
look at your size and look at their size. You don't have nothing to be scared of. Like, don't worry. And oh, bye, Jack. Are you leaving? Wait, let me see. Oh no, okay. I just saw be well mindful, so I don't know, maybe he's leaving. Sorry. Yeah, so anyways, yeah, it's a tough age. And to be without a dad, he doesn't have a dad either. So it's I was raised without my mom, but I had a stepmom.
Yeah,
So, but my dad was always away on business and work and stuff. So I just left quick. I left home early. I was getting bullied too, and I was just tired of it. So I was having some dark thoughts. So I was around that age of the kids that came that I had this summer. So it was really important to me to like reach out to that age group because it's like the hardest. And I really felt like I did a difference with them during that summer, so
what
it
is it?
was a really cool experience.
Were you ever told as a kid like I had a high school crush, and we dated for like 8 years, and like we were so bad for each other, but like I just like swore up and down I knew what love was. Like people would tell me, you know, like, you know, it's not gonna last anyways, and you know all this other stuff, and you're just like, no, but this is different, you know, like all those, you know, when you're a kid, it's like, no, but this is different, and I went through dark times like that. Like we had broke up after 8 years, and like I, as soon as I got done with high school, like we moved in together, and like she cheated on me so many times, and like I was so
Oh.
thankful for staying with her, and until like the final time, like, you know, Like the first time she did it, like I was so stupid as a kid. Like I had a street bike, like a Kawasaki Ninja, and I'd be doing like 100, 120 through like the city, like running lights and stuff because I was so stupid and immature. Like I didn't, I thought my word was going to end without being with her and stuff. And like no matter how much you can tell, the younger folks like it's just like things are gonna get better, and they do. I went through some like horrible times. Like I moved out like as soon as I turned, I think I was 17. Like I think the legal age here is like 18 to move out or something like that, or to own your own place. And I left at like 17, and like that was the worst mistake I ever made. Like if I could just stay at home at my parents, like yeah, that'd be nice.
Yeah. Yeah, it's hard being on your own. But, like, for me, it changed my life completely to be on my own. I was ready. Like, I was 14, almost 15, and I was ready. Like,
Oh yeah, no, so was I. Like
yeah.
so my mom was so protective since with my dad and everything. Like even at the age of like 16, I couldn't go more than two houses away from our house because if I wasn't in sight, like something could have like bad happened. And like I didn't get to do like sleepovers or go to the movies with friends until like after I had moved out and stuff. So like as soon as I turned 17 and I ended up moving out, like I was a wild animal. I was like the Tasmanian devil. Like I was like going like seven houses down. Like yeah, screw that stuff. Like I'm gonna go to the end of the block this time.
Yeah.
And I'd go see movies and like they'd be like rated R, but I was like 1 year younger, but I was like, I'm gonna get away with it. So yeah, I was
Yeah, well,
done.
legal drinking age here is 18, right? So and bars stay open till, like, 3 o'clock in the morning,
Yep.
and, yeah, I was going every Wednesday to the karaoke bar and going to do some karaoke, and I was 15, people thought I was 23, like, that was crazy times. I was in high school. I don't know what I did to pass all my grades in high school. I have no idea. like, probably missed half of it.
Yeah, I missed a lot of school. Here's the thing. Like back in the day when I was in school, we had like dial up internet. So like when I would jip class all day and I'd hurry up and get home, I'd hurry up and turn on my computer and have the internet go on because if you had that, then the rain phone, it wouldn't ring because you're on the internet and you just hear beep beep. So when the school would try to call and say, "Hey, your son missed class all day," she would never get that call. So
Oh, no.
I could get home, turn the computer on, and walk away all casually.
That's bad. Oh, no.
Yeah.
Oh, my parents were way too smart for that. But, yeah, I waited to be out of the house. They would call me instead. Actually, they wouldn't even call my parents anymore. So, because I was in another city completely than my parents. I was, like, an hour away when I was on my own. I changed schools and everything. I changed completely, and it started over my life.
It's
It
great.
was the best thing I could do, though, because like, everything went uphill from there, and I learned so much, and I was just surrounded by so much, like, better quality people to help me get through, like, that next stage, like, before adulthood, you know?
Yeah, that's the thing too. Is you gotta surround yourself by positive, like good people.
Yeah.
Like I had a buddy, he was like really my only friend, and like he was really negative and just like he just like wanted to do like bad stuff. But I hung around him because he was like my only friend, right? And so it wasn't until like a couple of years ago I realized like I need to get away from that. Like I need to break the chain because
Mm.
he's like only taking my life down. He just uses me, everything else. So
Yeah.
you gotta surround yourself by like positive people.
Man, Nicole was 14, 15, and pregnant. Wait, I was 14, the 15 and pregnant mom was never around, and dad was her biggest enabler. I had to grow up quick. I was 14, the 15, and oh, okay, to 15 and pregnant. Yeah, that's crazy. That's awesome. Like, seriously, congratulations. Like,
Absolutely.
I'm I was a mom at 26, and man, that was hard. It still is hard, and I couldn't imagine, like, at 14 to 15.
See, I've always like, so like I'm still a big kid. Like if I go to the grocery store, I still go down to toy aisles to look for myself. So like I always like had to like I was just like I'm just gonna wait to have a kid till later down the road, and it wasn't until I was 26 that I had my first one. So which actually that's not true. I was 23. I was 23, and it was with that girl that I was with for like 8 years. She had a miscarriage late into it, so I mean, technically, that would be my first, but like, I always wanted to just try to wait as much as I could. Like, don't get me wrong, like I was a bad kid, back in the day. So yeah,
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, I gotcha. I know.
use like old tricks, like if you just do jumping jacks afterwards, everything will be all right or stuff like that. It was so bad, so bad.
I'm just gonna look in the chat because we've been on for an hour and 10 minutes, so I think we're just gonna like do the last few minutes and say goodnight. And because I mean, we did a over and beyond test of my microphone.
That's true.
Thank you, my girls mean the world to me. Yes, mine. I couldn't imagine life without my children now that I have them. It's crazy, like what motherhood or parenthood does. Like, just a little last thing before leaving. I was telling the girls today, I'm sorry, girls, we're gonna have to cancel the wedding and we won't be able to have the big party and everything. And Ariel, my 5-year-old, looks at me and she's like, well, Mom, it's okay. You got us. Like, I was like, oh my gosh, my heart just melted. Like, I'm like, that's true. Like, she's like, we don't need more. You have us. And I was like, yeah, I had no choice but to say, like, you're right. You're right. Like, why do the big wedding when we have everything we need and want right here,
Right.
So I don't know, like this whole mess in the world has got us priorities, like,
Out of whack.
yeah, definitely, like, so yeah, that's why I bought a drone, then a microphone and a whole bunch of cool stuff.
Yeah, there you go.
Probably gonna go to the grocery store and get me a bunch of candy.
I'm not gonna lie, I have a bag sitting next to me.
Colin, you're very welcome. Thank you. I was really nervous. Like, I don't know why. I was looking in front of the screen for like 10 minutes. Like, do I click? Do I go? Do I go? Do I not? Do I go? Okay, no. Yeah, no, I have to test it out. I have to do this. So, you guys see me pretty much au naturel right before bed. So, good night, everybody.
Night.
Thank you guys for being in the chat.